Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to Temperance Healing. Today we're going to be doing a real quick push and pull love spread. This focuses on what brings you and your person together, what pulls you apart, and what you need to focus on. So, very quickly. All right, Spirit. For the collective. All right, Spirit. Looking for a push and pull explanation for the collective. All right, Spirit. What brings the collective together with their person? For the viewer, what brings them together with their person? Spirit. Channel through me. Go. 10 of Cups in reverse. All right. Spirit, what pulls the collective, the viewer, apart from their person? Spirit, what pulls them apart? Okay. Okay. All right. And Spirit, what needs their attention? Spirit, what do the collective need to pay attention to about their relationship with their person? Ooh, too many. Spirit. What does the collective need to pay attention to? Spirit. Message clear and concise for the good of all. Okay, we're going to take two. All right, the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. All right, so the general energy that we're seeing for the collective here is we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is speaking about what brings you two together. So this would be unhappiness, effectively. Both of you are, I'm very much getting the feeling of seeking completion through a relationship. You're seeking your happiness from another person. Now, when it comes to what pulls you apart, we have the 5 of Cups. Now, as soon as this came out, the first thing that came to my mind is someone from your or your person's past. But I'm going to get some clarification here. Spirit, can I get clarification on the 5 of Cups, please? Spirit, I don't want to... Spirit, clarification. Oh, there we go. All right. 10 of Swords, yeah. All right, so we've got the Page of Coins and the 10 of Swords. All right, so this would be for the Page of Coins in reverse with the 10 of Swords. This is going to indicate the grief over a past relationship. One where that would lead to be why you're emotionally incomplete. Now, that might be you and it may be your person. However, when we move over to take a look at what needs your attention, the Queen of Swords is about... Sorry, I hope you can't hear my washing machine right now. Okay, the Queen of Swords is about being able to see through the BS, right? So I very much think that this might be your person, or it could potentially be you, and you need to take a good look at yourself. The Queen of Swords is someone who is going to see straight through the lies of someone else. So if your person is a little bit distant, I would say that is something that you're picking up on, and that's going to be where the situation is really going to resonate with you. The Knight of Wands, this is the Knight of Wands is very passionate, well, very impulsive, right? So you're going to be wanting to look at your person's actions or potentially your own actions that are very impulsive and not taking the other person into account. You might be acting out, they may be acting out. It could be one or the other, but whichever one of you is sort of just not really having a lot of respect for themselves and the relationship. And yeah, I would say that's where you need to be looking. Either you need to look inward, or you're going to need to reassess your relationship with this person. You start off emotionally incomplete, and I do get the feeling that this is both of you, but I will get some clarification. Spirit, can I get clarification on the Ten of Cups as far as what brings them together? Yeah, it would be both of you. Both of you being emotionally incomplete. And the Magician. Yeah, manifesting reward. So this is something where the both of you have a desire to make a relationship work and prosper, and to get into a new relationship effectively. I don't necessarily see this being the healthiest relationship. I'm just going to shoot from the hip on this. But there it is. Push, pull, what brings you together, what pulls you apart, and what needs your attention. Definitely, you're either going to need to do that in inward insight, or you're going to want to be paying attention to your person's actions if they're being very sort of senseless. I am going to go ahead and get some words of advice from Spirit for you. Spirit, for the collective, can we get some words of advice when it comes to what needs their attention, what to focus on? Spirit, what words of advice do you have for the viewer? And I'm noticing that this senseless risk moved up to the top to be of equal importance of the Queen of Swords. So, Spirit, what advice do we have for the collective? Protect. Whoops. All right, and it says, you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. And yeah, so very much in line with what we're seeing here overall. I would say watch your back. Okay, trust your instincts. This being a trauma-informed channel, a lot of us who, have gone through trauma are less likely to, in a lot of instances, less likely to speak up when we see something, to set healthy boundaries, or feel like one believes that they are worthy of being respected. You are worthy of being respected. If you feel like something's rotten in Denmark, something smells fishy, it is, okay? Trust your instinct. That is very important. All right, Spirit, I want to get 2 more pieces of advice for our watcher. All right, take a step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. One thing I will say, and I'm gonna have to change that to get rid of the glare, but if you're ever in doubt about what to do about a situation, especially if you are somebody who may have low self-esteem, as a lot of us do when we've gone through trauma, and we're growing, we're healing still, is we often treat other people and our friends better than we treat ourselves. So I would say, write down what is happening as though it was happening to someone else, okay? Take that piece of paper, I want you to fold it up, I want you to set it aside for at least 2 days, but when you write it, I want you to put your best friend's name in there, okay? Your daughter's name in there, your sister's name, your brother's name, whatever, into the letter as you're writing it. So you're writing it as though it is happening to that person. Put it away for 2 days, then take it out and read it and look at it from the perspective of, if it really was happening to that person, what would your advice be? And that's how you can take a step back. That's something that I very much believe in, and I think it's a very helpful tool that we can use to make sure that we're treating ourselves as well as we would treat other people, okay? So Spirit, looking for one last piece of advice for our viewers, for the collective in this scenario. Spirit, one last piece of advice. All right, we have change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Okay, we started with emotionally incomplete. That's not the best place or reason to connect with someone. That actually leads to codependency. So if, as you're going along, be thinking of the kind of person that you want to be and recognizing that, okay, this is how I would say it. Pick someone that you think is awesome from like a movie, a TV show, whatever. Whoever you would like to be, who you want to emulate when it comes to how they handle relationships and situations. And someone who is mature and somebody who has healthy relationships is probably a good choice. I'm just going to throw that out there. You don't necessarily want to be the damaged person in the movie, you know, but, you know, free will. Anyway, so look at that person and ask yourself, what would they do? Okay. We become who we want to be by how we behave. It's not always natural for us to make changes when we are doing things that we wouldn't naturally do. And that's why we have to do those things so that they start to become comfortable. So if you're looking for inspiration for how you want to act and the kind of person that you want to be, if you don't already know, look around you and see who is there that provides an impression on you that inspires you, that is someone that you admire and would like to be like. And that's what you want to shoot for. And you can be that person. You absolutely can. No matter what our past is, we can always change and move forward. Okay? So that's enough for the reading today. I hope this has been helpful. I know it wasn't necessarily, you know, all sunshine and rainbows for everybody, but I have to listen to the cards as they come out. So if it was helpful, I'm hoping that you will hit a like, leave a comment on this or any other readings that you'd like to see. And if you would subscribe, that would help the channel out a lot. So with that, I'll see you in the next reading. Thanks a lot.